Warchant.com here with General Manager Darrick Yray. Darrick, obviously is a crazy July for you guys, but a profitable one. Just talk about just executing kind of the plan you guys had in June and July for recruiting.
Yeah, proud of our staff with the effort that everyone gave in, and one thing I'm proud of is we did it all together.
Yeah.
So it's not just one individual, it's not just one person, but the collective buy-in from all involved, from everyone who's a part of it on all of those official visit weekends, all those unofficial visit weekends. You're starting to see some of those fruits of the labor, but obviously just always trying to work to improve and work to get better, and not satisfied with where we are, want to continue to build upon it.
I guess focus on that June weekend was crazy. So many official visits. Fans always ask me, like, how tough is it for a staff to put together each individual, kind of what you're going to do with them, for a big weekend like that, Darrick?
Yeah, you want it to be individualized for each of those people and each member of the family. And Maddie McCormick and her staff do a phenomenal job of planning those weekends out, staying organized, staying on the cutting edge, and finding out what each of those buttons are going to be that we need to push on those. Whether it be something related academically, something to do in their leisure time, even as something as simple as the snack in their room. It's important because you want that individual feel, but at the same time, we want to stay authentic to ourselves, and that's one thing that Coach Norvell demands from us to make sure that we do is we're always going to be genuine and authentic and be who we are to recapture that family atmosphere that we want to have every single day while they're on campus.
What's kind of your message, or even the staff's message, when you have recruits on campus? Is it something, because I know personal relationships is something that kids always mention to me, that it's different there, it's genuine, I know exactly what I'm going into if I pick FSU, but what's kind of the plan, I guess, for what you guys want to accomplish when you've got kids on here?
We want them to have the best experience that they've ever had on a visit.
Yeah.
We also want to stay true and authentic to ourselves and never lie. Right? And I think there's a couple of reasons why we want it to be that way. In the transfer portal era, you're going to get caught on a lie very quickly. Well, they can leave as easy as they got there. So if you're going to invest all this time, all this effort, all this money, all these resources into things, you want to make sure that when they get here, it's exactly what you said it was going to be. Mm-hmm. So painting that picture, but also we want to collect some information on there too, to making sure we're making the correct decisions moving forward.
It feels like with the kids, even with the kids, sometimes it's interviews for them, sometimes interviews to you would see if they fit there, and is that kind of the process you guys go to make sure this guy's the fit?
Sure, and they're trying to gather information from their end. We're trying to gather information from ours, and at the same time create a great experience while we're doing so. So,
right.
All involved in the process make that a great experience for that. But obviously, we want to stay on the cutting edge and keep providing the best visit possible that we can.
Right. Seems to be the highest. I guess the feeling about FSU, the buzz, the recruiting. What's kind of the feeling of you guys of how recruiting is really going for you guys, of how people recruits are accepting your messages that you're giving them, because it seems to be really high?
Yeah, I think obviously the process that we've put in place over the years, starting to bear some fruits on the outside, but at the same time, we want to trust that process and continue to get better and continue to make some slight tweaks where we know we can be a little bit more effective, a little more efficient, a little more effort-based, and we want to make sure that we're giving all effort that we can to control that message.
And then lastly, I say this a lot, that the current commitments that are in the class are some of your best recruiters, even better some of the staff of what they do, but what makes these guys so good for you guys as far as commitments and just getting the message out?
Yeah, the peer-to-peer recruiting is huge, and obviously our current players on our roster do a heck of a job, and obviously anyone who might become a part of it. But I tell guys all the time, they don't want to hear from the 33-year-old. They'd rather hear from someone who's gone through the experience or going through the experience on why they might have made that decision, and understanding that, hey, we are more relatable in that sense. And so providing everyone with the tools, but also that comes with trust and honesty throughout the process as well.
Right, and another last thing was, how has that product on the field helped you guys kind of the message resonate? Because it seems like that product really benefited you guys.
Yeah, it allows you to sell the back end of development, right? And talk about the back end of development, right? And it's not so much, hey, the wins matter, but look at the progress, look at everything that's been accomplished so far. And work works, right? We're going to put in the effort, we're going to continue to put in the effort and trust the process, right? There's going to be a reward on the other side for it, right? The toughest team, the team that works the hardest, all of those things. Well, on the back end, if you take care of that, it's going to take care of itself as well.
Perfect. Darrick Yray, General Manager of FSU.